Alright, folks, welcome to week 9 of the Twilight Express Hour. It's folks, Old Skull and.
Soul Speaker out here.
Alright, so our background music for this week is the opening theme for Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, Fight for the Future, which I thought was pretty apt, just because after the last couple weeks when we last talked, that following day, there was some really interesting news that I think we kind of missed, and I want to start off with that. Yeah. So it was from E3. E3 actually.
Oh yeah, I forgot E3 did happen 2 weeks ago, didn't it?
E3 happened. We kind of did, but one of the most interesting things from E3 to happen that I thought is that they're making a new Dragon Ball game, and it's being made by Arc's work, which is a rather famous producer of fighting games. And and they're doing it in conjunction with Bandai Namco, but it's kind of got that look and feel of Guilty Gear from what I've seen so far. And I'm a little happy about it. I've been pretty excited. It's coming out early next year, and I can't wait to give it a try when it does come out.
Please let me know when you get it. You know, I'm more than welcome, more than willing to come over there and get my butt kicked at that.
Yes, but also in the terms of fighting, another interesting fighting franchise that was unveiled at E3 was the new Marvel vs. Capcom game as well.
Yep, I was really excited to see that. I was like, I'm gonna buy it, and all the DLC that comes with it, and I won't regret it.
I'm a little. It's a little weird. I thought I'd be more excited about the new Marvel vs. Capcom, but I'm kind of holding my breath for now.
Well, you know, you're getting that game, and I'll come over and try it. And I'm getting Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom when it comes out, so you're more than welcome to come over and try it, and then, you know, spread the love. If we feel like it's worth buying, we'll go out and buy it.
Yes, yeah, that is a good statement. It's not even so much the game, it was just that, the way Capcom sort of handles these things sometimes, they kind of been more so about the sales and the experience. And so I don't really doubt that Marvel vs. Capcom is going to be a great game. I'm just wondering if Capcom is going to roll it out in a way that's good for the customers and, you know, handle the PR that may come with it or whatever.
Yeah, this is true. This is very true. Maybe later on in, I don't know, Season 4, we'll get some people that listen to us to come out and try these games out with us.
Oh yeah, that'll be something good. Like, dude, I probably like once every 3 episodes or so in our later seasons if we get this going a little bit longer. But yeah, that was that was sort of a fun thing from E3. I saw anything else from E3 that you saw was pretty interesting.
I mean, after E3 kind of passed on, I was really just excited about Crash the Trilogy, the Insane Trilogy coming out.
Oh,
if you guys have not pre-ordered it, I'm pretty sure it's too late to get the special edition, but I promise you, I went up to the GameStop I used to work up at, and the guy that was my manager then, he gave me all my stuff early, and he's like, yeah, when you come back in for it, and they'll just give it to you again. So I'm telling you right now, if you pre-order it, you get a poster, it's a double-sided poster, you get a wristband, you get a pin, like a button that you can put on like your book bag and all that stuff. I have it actually in my desk, on my desk at work, which is pretty funny. And you also get a Aquaman keychain. So look out for those because it's going to be insane.
Oh gosh, I forgot about the Insane Trilogy. I saw an ad for that on what was it, on Instagram, like one of those old ads they used to do back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, where they had the guy in the crash suit doing stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. And if I'm not mistaken, there's one more game that's coming out that people are really excited about. I think it was a Nintendo game.
The Mario Odyssey one?
I think so. Is that like an RPG one?
No, that's not the RPG one I'm thinking of.
Then what I'm thinking about probably came out for Xbox or PlayStation. Because it's an RPG.
Huh. I don't know. Elder Scrolls Morrowind's been out for a while. I don't think it's the new Skyrim. It's probably... Well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, because
let people know
this is a new one. It's it's not like a sequel to anyone. It's a relatively new one. They just came out with the idea of it, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be pretty good and take a lot of people's mind off the basic sequels to all these other great RPGs that have been out for a while. That's electronics, man.
We're talking about it. So that's mostly it for the gaming front. Also, if you're a PC gamer, don't forget Steam's having their yearly summer sale from now
about those games.
Up until like July the 5th or so, I believe, and then they may have another set of sales. But
that's right around the corner, guys.
Yeah, for now they have sales of some pretty good games, relatively new ones that may have come out for PC that you're not sure about. You can get them at a lower price, from anywhere from like 20% off all the way to about 80 or 90% off on some titles.
Gotcha.
That's a little cheap plug, but that was just something I felt would be interesting since we're already sort of on the subject of gaming right now, as it is.
Right. Okay. All
right. So for some little local Atlanta news that came out.
Aren't people voting for Congress in more recent times now in Atlanta?
Congress. Yeah, we do have some elections coming up at the end of the year. As we talked about a little bit earlier, we have about 9 candidates. There's Keisha Lance Bottom, Mary Norwood, Peter Amen, John Eves, Vincent Fort, Caesar Mitchell, and I'm thinking I'm missing one more, but
he's those are the ones mayor, right?
Yeah, they're running for mayor. And then there are also the city council, state senator positions that people are running for. What else? Oh, yes, also, governor elections are coming up. And there's a black woman running for governor of Georgia.
Man, these women out here trying to do amazing things.
They are. I just hope it goes well for her. I mean, Atlanta, she can get. The rest of Georgia is maybe not.
Yeah, a little bit awkward to kind of speak on these things when you're outside that safe bubble of 285.
Oh, yeah, once you get outside 285, it's pretty much banjos and Confederate flags for the most part.
Yep, you hit up East Bumblefuck, you might not want to utter anything while you black. I'm just saying.
You ain't never lied.
I'm out here. I'm out here in LaGrange, Georgia today, and relatively close to Alabama. I don't have anything against anyone in their patriotism for the nation and all this stuff. When you line up the outside of your house, I understand 4th of July is coming up, but when you lined up the outside of your house with little Confederate flags around the rim of your lawn, that's just like a sign for me to like keep my get tinted windows so you cannot see that I'm black and I'm driving in this neighborhood. Like that, even their local park has this stream of little Confederate flags that's streaming around the park. And like, nope, I know where I'm not needed and or wanted.
Ooh, gosh, I tell you, that sounds scary and very indicative of some racial issues that may be abound around there, but also sounds a little festive. It just sounds like it's a little interesting. Like, oh gosh, it's horrifying to some degree, but still, I can appreciate racism with a little bit of showmanship.
Okay, I see what you mean. Not just blatantly out there like sprinkle it on top, like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. But I hate black people.
I hate black people.
Remember
but
that.
Also,
I hate people from
confetti.
The South. You said what?
I just say, I hate black people, but also confetti. Look how festively I hate black people.
Like, so you don't think I'm all too bad? Ow! A little confetti for you. The other part smile to your face, right? I couldn't.
Hey, wait. Man. One more thing, right? One more thing. It's all like confetti because they don't do colors, right?
No.
But also one more thing in Atlanta news that I remembered is that Kasim Reed signed a new bill that raises the minimum wage in Atlanta to $15 for city employees.
So many people were mad about that. They're like, so you mean to tell me people who work in the city or for the city get paid more than the people who really need it. So my people still struggle while you guys make more money. It doesn't make sense. So
I felt very similarly about that for a lot of reasons. I thought it was mostly just symbolic to sort of make Atlanta seem a bit more progressive, but for it to just be for city workers seems just,
right. Like if you to say, like if they would say, "Oh, we'll raise minimum wage for everyone, no matter where they are in Georgia, to $10," that'd be nice. Because I'm on the minimum average living in Atlanta for any person is $25,000. Now if they're only making $7.50, that's barely enough. That means they're going multiple nights without food. They're going multiple days if they have to, sacrificing to pay their their electricity bill, so they can make sure they have water, or sacrificing their water bill.
Utilities.
Yeah, like you're still struggling. You're not in a place where you're not living paycheck to paycheck, where every cent has to be budgeted, where you can't lose your MasterCard card, you can't lose your debit card, because that means a night without food. That means a week you have to go without paying for something. That means calling out. That means a phone bill that gets missing. It's just like really ridiculous. But if you raise minimum wage to $10 will raise up at least a more comfortable state of living, and actually enforce more rules such as overtime pay. Because I know a lot of workers, even with me, when I was working as a cook, I got a lot of overtime hours, but they never actually got documented. And my boss would switch them from one paycheck to the next, so he wouldn't have to pay me time and a half, which is a lot of bullshit.
Totally. But
you're
also,
out there and you're a line worker, guys, please pay attention to your hours.
Yeah. But also, another good point you brought up is that, if people have more money, they're a bit more comfortable. They have a bit more buying confidence, which means they're a bit more comfortable spending money here and there, which could actually sort of help the economy. There have been some studies that say that just like a $1 wage increases like the buying power of like low wage people by like about a good million or so, I believe.
Right.
I have to check it again, but it was somewhere between like 100,000 and a million or so. And also, it's sort of like low-wage people tend to sort of spend their money at low-wage places. So, like, if like you're a McDonald's owner, right, and you raise the minimum wage to like $15, well, you have to spend that extra money paying your workers, but everybody else that pays minimum wage workers also has to raise their wages as well. And those workers are probably going to be going to you, probably spending their extra money because they have a bit more confidence to probably go out and, enjoy themselves, maybe splurge. Exactly. It circulates back around sort of in that way, whereas, people who are a bit more high-paying spend their money with more high-paying people and junk.
And they keep their money to themselves. Like they invest their money in more long-living terms, keeping their money to their family for themselves. So when it comes time for the stock market to crash, their money is safe and put away. That's all good, great, and dandy, but it's not worth crap. But they're fine because they have a lot of other possessions that go for work, like cars, gas. They buy stocks and oil and all them things like that. That 2% of people who are getting paid more, and while the other 98% struggle.
They have assets.
Yeah.
Liquefiable assets, something. But anyway, They have assets. Right. They're a bit more comfortable in that. But I do hope that maybe this opens the way for citywide or even a statewide wage increase.
Mm-hmm.
I would certainly hope that it's something a bit more fruitful next time they do it.
Right.
But
I wonder how that's going to work for other people though. Like even if you're not a city worker, I wonder how that's going to work for people who work for like the city of Atlanta, but in different areas like Buckhead, over in DeKalb, Dunwoody. I work over in Vining, so I don't know what is that. That's near Smyrna. That's basically Smyrna.
Mm-hmm.
Or would that be considered Fulton still? I don't know. I'm like right inside 285, right near Cumberland Mall. I don't know. But
yeah, that might be Fulton because Fulton's rather vertical.
Yeah, Fulton's everywhere, bro. I can't get on the highway and not see leaving Fulton City or Fulton city limits, like, bruh. Or Fulton County. I'm sorry, Fulton County.
Yeah, Fulton County.
I don't know where I'm going.
All right, but I think we're about almost out of time. I forgot to check. Any closing statements?
I got one more thing to talk about real fast.
Go right ahead.
I saw it on the news real fast, but there's this thing called a textualizer that they haven't implemented quite yet, but it's been taken up as a bill that cops will now find any. I feel like cops are trying to find any way to pull someone over, or the state or the nation overall. But basically, what they do is they can pull you over. They can hook your phone up to this textualizer, which is just an iPad that pretty much reads all the data that you've probably been doing in the last, hour or so. But it'll read in text, and they'll say that it won't read in the actual personal information of the text, but it'll read when a text was received, if you sent a text out, if you're on Facebook, what apps you opened up, stuff like that. And I feel like that's a really big invasion of privacy because I don't believe that they're not looking into my phone, downloading data that they might want to have for themselves.
Yeah. Important to be careful out here with technical privacy. I hope that the measure gets shut down, but we'll stay on that. We'll probably come back about it within next week.
Yep.
All right, folks, that's it for our time. This is Old Sco and
Old Speaker. Hope you guys enjoyed the show.
See you next week.